Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the 7 strategies to get through the COVID crisis in 2021. This series is exclusively brought to you by Affin Bank, so we owe them a lot. Give them a round of appreciation if you are live. So this is episode 5, and we're going to talk about revenue generation and marketing resilience. My name is Peter Lam. I'm the founder of Pelican Concepts, a professional services firm that specializes in helping SME businesses and corporate executives to grow and become more successful. We've been around since 2003, so coming to almost 2 decades. And I'm also the author of this award-winning book, ProfitMAX Your Business, which is available in all good bookshops like MPH, Kinokuniya, Popular, and so on. So let's get started. Okay, so in the first episode, we talked about the 5 mega trends that are happening now. And the 5 mega trends that are happening now and the implications on business. In the second episode, we talked about financial resilience, how to build up, not only to strengthen your cash flow, but how to build up solid reserves. In the third episode, we talked about how to build a team resilience and organizational resilience. And in the previous episode, episode number 4, we talked about leadership resilience. So if you have missed any of the previous episodes, I recommend you get onto it and click the link and watch those videos as well, because they will help you. So it's a series, and it's all complete. No, each one is complete on its own, but you want to get the different modules if you like. Okay. So this week we're going to talk about this episode. We're going to talk about what's happening in the marketplace, the various significant changes of consumer trends and consumer behavior, and what we need to do to update our marketing so that we can generate more revenue and become more marketing resilient. Okay. So obviously, with all this, number of cases going up, skyrocketing, and deaths increasing all over the world, there's a lot of fear and anxiety among people, no? So a lot of people have a lot of fear, not only for themselves, but also for their loved ones. So if you have your daughter going out to work, or your son, or your grandparents at home, or if you're lucky, your grandparents at home, if you're young enough to have grandparents, then you have concern for those people as well, your loved ones, no? Or your spouse, or your girlfriend, or boyfriend, or whatever. Then, of course, there's a big impact on the economy. Everybody knows that very few planes are flying. For example, the travel industry is hit quite badly. The hotel industry is hit quite badly. So there's a lot of concern about the economy as well. And people are worried about their jobs. They may have had friends or neighbors or whatever losing jobs. So there's a lot of concern and anxiety out there. And all this has an impact on consumer behavior, no? So because people are afraid of leaving home, or and also working from home, so there have been changes in habits, and we can talk about these. Also, some people are taking up new hobbies or spending more time cooking. Others are watching more videos or going online more. So all these things are happening. And unfortunately, there's also some social distancing from friends and community. And actually, don't subscribe to that. What I believe is we should physically distance and not socially distance. No? Physically distance, that means keep 2 or 3 meters apart without having to stop visiting them and things like that. Wear your mask, sanitize your hands, and all that. Anyway, so these are the changes that consumers are facing. Buying habits have shifted. We talked about that in the previous episode. So all these challenges, and also there's a greater sense of concern about health. So you find that a lot of people are buying health supplements, they're purchasing hand sanitizers, surgical masks, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of cancellation of travel and so on. And people are really keeping on top of the news, what's happening, whether it's what the latest crazy thing that Donald Trump is doing, or our own political situation here. So those are things that are happening. And we have new competition as well. So there's a lot of work from home. And some people are still going to cafes and co-working spaces, but you have hotels trying to win some customers as well. So lately there have been hotels advertising, for 28 ringgit net, you can spend 4 hours or half a day at a lobby, enjoy the facilities, enjoy the environment and things like that. So I think you can think of all kinds of different new competition coming up. For example, um, cafes could be facing competition because there are a lot of retired housewives or whatever who are cooking at home and doing home delivery. So I have a couple of friends, for example, one in PJ and one in Subang Jaya, who are doing this. They're retired, they're very good cooks, they enjoy doing it and they're supplying. So, and they deliver, if you are within 2 or 3 kilometers, they deliver as well. So no need for you to go and get extra food delivery charges from Food Panda or Grab Food. So all kinds of new competition are coming up. So there's a great urgency for us to generate new revenue, and that's what we're going to talk about. So essentially, there are 4 strategies that we can use for new revenue generation. Number one, obviously, is to launch new products or new services, and I'll give you a live example in a little while. Secondly, you can offer your best customers to trade up. So, for example, if you're an airline and the normal economy fare is, let's say, 3,000 ringgit, and the business class is double that, well, you can offer for just 1,200, you can upgrade to a business class ticket. Yeah. So some people, if you got 12 empty seats, you might as well offer it at a special price and get some extra business. So that's an example. Third one is to secure new customers. So obviously, it's always good to have new customers. That's one way to get new revenue, but that requires marketing. And the fourth way is to seek collaborative partnerships. And this is low cost and sometimes very, very productive. And I'll give you an example right now. So at the height of the crisis around April, I think, in Europe, yeah, it was April, a colleague of mine who is based there, and he's a business coach. So he had this client who was a very well-known uh, wedding resort in the southern part of France. And of course, when the lockdown came in, people were just canceling or rescheduling their vacation, their stay, and their weddings, especially because they were doing a lot of weddings there. So their revenues just dropped like crazy, dropped like 70, 80%. So we brainstormed and then we thought of this idea. We looked at all his records and we found that he kept a very good database of a few thousand previous customers who had stayed in his resort before. And a lot of them gave good reviews. And one of the common reviews was, "We love your cheese and your jams." So what we did was we coached him to talk to the jam and the cheese suppliers and did a collaboration with them and offered this to their database of past customers. And the past customers are all at home, all locked down. And they were so happy to receive this because they knew the quality, they knew the taste was very good. And they got about 18, 19%, almost 20% conversion. So that got them extra new revenue. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you can do. Also, you have people like newspapers and magazines who offer this kind of deals all the time. Renew your subscription to the Edge, for example, and get I don't know 30% or whatever percent off. So those are things you can do to get new revenue. Now I'm going to show you this model. First thing you want to do when you want to look at new products or new projects or new revenue streams is to determine what you have. What are your means? Who are you? Who do you know? And what do you know? What are your skills and talents? For example, you could be in manufacturing. So you already have the manufacturing base. You already have manufacturing skill. And then if you also know how to use e-commerce, for example, to generate business, that's also a skill. Second one is to set a preliminary goal. So let's say you say, okay, my business is affected. I want to build a new leg for my business. I'm going to start a new business within 3 months. So this guy, his name is Leon, and this is what he did. He followed this. And the third one was connect with people who might be able to help reach the goal. So he joined a networking organization, BNI, and it was a big big chapter with about 80, 90 members. And the fourth one is to gain commitment from stakeholders. So he had to get his agreement from his partner and from his staff, his team, that they're going to work on this new business and it requires resources, efforts, energy, and so on. And he managed to launch this. You may have come across it. This is pronounced DRNK, it's pronounced drink. So it's a new brand of coffee available only online through e-commerce. And it was launched a couple of months ago and it's doing pretty well. So, and this is now giving him a new stream of income and using online marketing skills. So this is another example, no? And he offers a whole package of 3 varieties of Arabica, 100% Arabica coffee beans from India, Brazil, and I think Colombia. Yeah, and he's got trial packs, he's got different things, and I think there are more things coming up. So this is a illustration, a real case study of a food ingredients manufacturer diversifying himself, creating new revenue streams by launching a new product within 3 months. Okay, I don't have time to go into details, but I also want to tell you that one of the main reasons why businesses fail is because of marketing, poor and inconsistent marketing. And these are facts from the Small Business Association of America. Okay, these are the 5 top reasons. So you want to get your knowledge up on marketing, and my book actually will help you to do that. So if you want to get a copy of the book, it's available, like I said, in Booksource for 60 ringgit, but special for Affin Bank customers, inclusive of handling and shipping charges, it's only 39 ringgit. So if you want, you can WhatsApp my office 019-229-6089 or send an email to my team, success@peterlamcoach, and we'll tell you how you can get your book at 39 ringgit. We just need your physical address, where to send it to. Okay. So if you want to connect with me, I'm on LinkedIn. And if you have any questions or if you have anything you want me to cover or explain a bit more, just send an email to my team, success@peterlamcoach. So once again, this is brought to us by Affin Bank, and look out for the next session, the next episode coming up soon.